dreams of a future in a distant land. But every step I take, me can't move free. 'Cause even online, them watching me.
Hello everyone, thanks for deciding to watch this important video. The information that will be presented will be based on research and personal reflection. It takes time to research and put the content together, so I would really appreciate it if you could hit the like button and subscribe if you have not done so. I promise that each new video released will allow you to learn or reflect on something to improve your life. So let me begin with a story. Imagine you are a young Jamaican who recently migrated to the United States. You are excited, new opportunities, new life. You visit Times Square, you take pictures, and you are about to post them on Instagram. Suddenly, your older cousin tells you, be careful, don't post too much, immigration can see that. In that moment, your joy turns into hesitation. A simple post that was meant to share happiness becomes a risk. This is not paranoia. This is the lived reality of thousands of Jamaicans across the diaspora today. How many of you here have a friend or family member abroad who is careful online? Maybe you've noticed they post less or avoid politics altogether. Did you ever wonder why? Social media began as a way to connect, to share photos, jokes, and updates with loved ones. But in the United States, it has now become part of the immigration process. Since 2019, every visa applicant must list their social media handles from the past 5 years. Not optional, mandatory. And it does not stop there. The US government has expanded this practice to cover green cards, work permits, and even citizenship applications. That means your Facebook, your Instagram, your TikTok, your LinkedIn, every word you type, every photo you post can be used to decide your future. Think about your last 5 years online. If an immigration officer scrolled through your post today, what story would they see about you? Your digital footprint has become part of your immigration file. Now, here is where things get troubling. Immigration officers are directed to screen for signs of anti-Americanism. But what exactly is anti-Americanism? Nobody knows for sure. The policy gives no clear definition, and so interpretation becomes power. Could it be a lyric from Peter Tosh singing equal rights and justice? Could it be a comment about foreign policy? Could it even be a joke in Jamaican dialect that does not translate well? The uncertainty forces many to self-censor. They avoid politics, they delete jokes, they silence themselves, not because they are guilty, but because they are afraid of being misunderstood. Reflection. Have you ever kept quiet in a situation, not because you had nothing to say, but because you feared the consequences? What does that silence cost you? When rules are vague, silence becomes the safest language. One of the greatest risks for Jamaicans is cultural misinterpretation. We know our humor is bold. We say things like, I'm going to mash up the dance, meaning we performed well, or that food bad, meaning it was delicious. But an immigration officer unfamiliar with Jamaican culture might read bad as dangerous or mash up as destructive. There was even a case of a British tourist denied entry into the US because he tweeted he was going to destroy America. It was a joke. They deported him anyway. Now think about reggae and dancehall, filled with metaphors, fiery language, and social critique. A line meant as cultural expression could be taken literally and seen as threatening. If your language, humor, and culture could be misunderstood as criminal, would you hide it, or would you risk being authentic? Cultural expression is powerful, but online it can be dangerous when stripped of context. This is not just theory. The consequences are real. A Jamaican man applying for a marriage-based green card was flagged because his Facebook still listed him as single, one outdated status, and suddenly his relationship was under suspicion. Another applicant had photos posted by friends, showing him at a workplace different from the one listed on his visa application. That small discrepancy nearly cost him his case, and in some tragic situations, old mistakes resurface. Jamaicans have been deported for minor marijuana convictions decades in the past. Today, even a picture online with marijuana, legal in some states but illegal federally, can destroy a case. Reflection. How many of you have ever posted something silly, careless, or joking online? Imagine if that one post was used to judge your character for life. Social media is not temporary, it is permanent evidence. And now we add another layer: artificial intelligence. Today, immigration agencies are not only reading your words, they are watching your face. Through AI-driven facial recognition software, governments can track individuals across multiple platforms, even when usernames or accounts change. That means a photo you are tagged in on Facebook could be linked to a video of you on TikTok, or even to surveillance footage at an airport. It also means that even if you delete an account, your face may still connect the dots across platforms. AI does not just see your face, it can analyze expressions, detect emotions, and even attempt to infer intent. Imagine smiling in a photo at a protest and later having that image pulled into a security file. How would you feel knowing that your face, your very identity, can follow you everywhere, whether or not you choose it? AI has turned identity itself into digital evidence. To survive, many Jamaicans in the US live with a double life. Online, they are careful, sanitized, cautious, no political posts, no controversial jokes, no cultural expressions that might be misread. Offline, with family and friends, they are their true selves, vibrant, outspoken, Jamaican to the core. Living with this tension is exhausting. It is like constantly watching your own shadow. Could you live two lives every single day, one for the system and one for yourself? How long before it breaks you? Digital survival comes with a heavy mental price. But here is where the story shifts. Jamaicans are not passive. They adapt. They build networks. Across the US, Jamaicans have turned social media into survival tools. WhatsApp groups dedicated to immigration updates. Facebook forums where lawyers answer questions. Zoom meetings like Mec We Talk, where the diaspora shares strategies, warnings, and advice. This is our tradition. From market women passing down tips, to churches supporting families, to music carrying messages of resistance, we have always survived by creating community. Even the Jamaican government now recognizes these diaspora networks and works with them to spread information. Reflection. What networks keep you safe and informed in your own life, whether abroad or here at home? When systems are unclear, community becomes the clearest guide. From this entire story, 4 clear lessons emerge. Your online presence is never private. Treat every post as permanent. Culture does not always translate. What feels normal to us can be dangerous elsewhere. AI makes your identity trackable across platforms. Even without words, your face speaks volumes. Adaptation is survival. Silence, caution, and community networks are strategies, not weakness. What part of your identity would you never give up, no matter the risk? So what does all this mean? It means the Jamaican diaspora walks a digital tightrope. On one side is authenticity, being fully Jamaican. On the other is caution, protecting legal status and family security. It means our culture, known for its strength, creativity, and outspokenness, sometimes has to whisper online. And it means Jamaicans once again show resilience. We do not fold, we adapt. We transform challenges into strategies. As you leave this space, carry these 3 guiding questions with you. How much of your true self are you willing to sacrifice for safety? When laws, technology, and AI misunderstand our culture, who will protect our voice? And how can we, as Jamaicans, both at home and abroad, turn community into our greatest tool for survival? If we can answer these questions with courage, then no matter the surveillance, no matter the scrutiny, we will remain what we have always been, strong, proud, and unbroken. Thanks for watching, and please do share the content.
I leave my island, suitcase in my hand, dreams of a future in a distant land. But every step I take, me can't move free. 'Cause even online, them watching me. One picture, one word, can't twist out of line. A joke from Jamaica, now a dangerous sign. I just want to live, but the system's so cold. My story gets silenced before it's told. was unclear. One wrong life can end your career. AI scanning faces, tracking everywhere. Even in a crowd, they find you there. So I walk a tightrope, two lives collide. One for the system, one deep inside. But my culture's strong and my roots run deep. No surveillance can take what my people keep. Careful what you post, careful what you say. Digitalize, watching night and day. From Kingston streets to London town, the Jamaican spirit will never back down. Community rising like drumbeat sound. WhatsApp groups keep the wisdom around. No law can erase what we know is true. Together we stronger, me and you. Careful what you post, careful what you say. Digital chains can take our soul away. Though silence heavy and the struggle long, the diaspora standing forever strong. We're careful, but we strong. We silent, but we belong. Jamaican pride lives on.